Today we're going to start on all fours in a quadruped position. So if you need to double up your mat like this, you can do that and then place your knees on top of your mat. You also could take a towel, fold it up, and then your knees go up on your towel. That's another option. So here in our quadruped position, I want you to spread your hands out really wide and make sure that the palms are really engaged downward into the floor, as are all of your fingers. Then the other thing I want you to do is I want you to make sure that your elbows, the inside of your elbows, are facing each other and that you're not winging out this way, but you're kind of rotating inward that way with the elbow joint. Then you want your wrists directly underneath your shoulders. You want your knees directly underneath your hips. So in this position, we're just going to drop the head down and round the spine. Take a deep breath here. Inhale. And then exhale, reverse that shape and lift your head up. And take your chest forward. Actively press arms down into the ground. And then drop your head again, pushing the floor away to round your back. And then release that. Take a deep breath. Keep breathing here. And as you exhale in this position, I want you to draw your abdominal wall up towards your spine to support this extension. And then drop your head down. And you're still drawing your belly up into your spine to support this shape. And then release one more time. Lifting your chest, pressing downward with your arms, drawing your abdominal wall up so that from the pubic bone to your chin, you feel like you're pulling a rubber band. And then the head drops down, rounding the spine, pushing the floor away. And then we're going to come into a more flat feeling in your spine. I want your head a little bit higher than your shoulders. I want your arms really active, and I want your elbows facing inward as they were before. And we're just going to shift the weight to the front, and we're going to shift the weight to the back. And we're shifting, and you're basically going to feel a deep amount of pressure deep in that wrist, right? So you have to keep pushing the floor away, and then stop, right? At that point where you think, "Oy, that's enough," right, for my wrists. And then you shift back, take the pressure out of your wrists, and then shift forward, deep bend in your wrist, and then let's rest that and sit back on your feet. Take your arms forward for child's pose. Take a deep breath here. Inhaling and exhaling, and then activate your arms and roll your spine back up again, and then come forward to turn around and face the other way. So with your feet flat, hip width apart, we take the arms straight out ahead of us. Reach the arms, and let's just go rolling back to the top of our pelvis, and then return. And start by tipping the pubic bone. Let the pubic bone lead the way. Roll back, and then come forward. You're basically going back as far as you can, right to that moment where you think, "Oh, if I go any lower, I won't be able to come up." And I want you to be able to come up. So that's number one. Number two is you go down as far as you can keep your feet anchored into the ground. So don't let them come up off the floor. And then we'll go one more time down and one more time up. Now you can continue doing that version, or you can start rolling your arms like this. Now create a fist with both hands, and you're going to go down and you're going to challenge yourself. See how far you can go, and then squeeze your fists and slow the winding of your arms down to come up, and slow motion to go down, and slow motion to come up. Reverse, go the other way. See if that makes it any more easy. You go the other way, and then you exhale. Keep those feet anchored. Do not let them come off the floor. Again, going down. This is your last one. Test the waters. See how far you can go. And then reach the arms out. We're going to roll down onto your back in an 8 count, starting at the top. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your head down. Bring your right knee into your chest. Give a tug. Pick your left leg up. Give a tug. Circle the legs in one direction. Circle in the other direction. And then again, circle. And then circle. All right, we're going to take your feet flat down on the floor. This time, your legs are not hip width apart, but they're together. So your feet are together, your knees are together. Arms are going to come down at your side. And let's see. Your heels are not too far away from you, but they're also not too close to you. That's really not helpful, I know. But we're going to try, when we get up with our hips, maybe we'll be able to do a little self-check. So tip the pubic bone up and rise as high as you can. If you can, you're going to kind of use your inner mapping system of your body, like your GPS, and you're going to try to feel that your knees are making a 90-degree angle. And then squeeze your legs together. And squeeze your butt. And try to imagine that you're zipping the tightest pair of pants on, which is helping you organize through your lower abdomen. And then soften at your throat, soften at your chest, and just relax your legs and roll down vertebra by vertebra. We're going to do that again. So squeeze your legs together, squeeze your buttocks together, tip the pubic bone, and then you're going to continue to roll up. As you get high with the hips, you're going to feel the weight shift across your shoulder blades. I don't want you to shift so much that all the weight goes into your head. I want your weight to be across here. Yeah, now you can open the chest a little bit, open the shoulders a little bit, but don't pop your back up off the floor any higher. Stay right where you are. Are you squeezing your legs? Good. Squeeze your legs more. Tighten your butt more. Drag your heels towards your buttocks a little bit without moving them. And then soften at the throat, soften at the chest, roll down vertebra by vertebra. Excellent. Walk your feet out. Just kind of inch them away from you just a little bit. You're going to squeeze your knees together. You're going to squeeze your buttocks. And then pick your head up. You're going to curl forward at the rib cage as much as you can. Maybe grab your legs if you can and pull yourself a little higher. Walk up those legs and pull yourself a little higher. All right, so now can you manage to stay there? That curled forward. You were trying to lift your shoulder blades right off the floor, and we're going to start to pump here. Inhale, exhale. Keep curling forward. If you need to check, check. Pull, 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 and breathe. We're going to pump and breathe. Inhaling for 5 pumps, exhaling for 5 pumps. If you want to make this a little more challenging, extend one leg. Squeeze the knees together. So my knees are touching, my inner thighs are squeezing, my buttocks are squeezing. I'm reaching that top leg away, and I'm breathing. And then bend the knee. Let's try the other side. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Keep pumping. Inhale. Exhale, squeezing the legs together, squeezing the buttocks together. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knee. Rest your head down. Great job. Pull both knees into your chest again. Let's roll to the right with the knees and then roll to the left. Squeezing both knees together. Like you only have one leg, like a mermaid. You're going to lift your head up. Pause here, and we're going to take both legs down, inhale, and then both legs up, exhale, curl, 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 curl. Inhale, and then exhale, curl, 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 curl. Even more, and then lower the feet down and the head down. Let's pull the right knee into the chest, slide the left leg down. That left leg needs to press down into the floor. It needs to reach away out of that hip socket. The other leg's going to go straight up to the ceiling. maybe a little bit on an angle. If your knee is slightly bent, that's okay. Just give it energy as we circle. I'm going to straighten my leg and cross the leg over and around and up 5 times. Well, let's do 4 more because we'll do 5 in total. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Don't forget your standing leg. Inhale, exhale. It's pressing down and reaching long. And stop at the top. Reverse your circle and around. So keep reaching this long leg out of the hip. Keep pressing your standing leg down into the ground and find the inner thigh. Okay, we're going to do the other side. Shoot the other leg out, pull the leg in, take a deep breath here. The leg that's on the floor, push it down into the ground. Reach the leg long. Extend the opposite leg up to the ceiling. Cross it over the midline and then circle it down around. That's 1. We're going to do that 4 more times. 2. Use your arms the same way that you're using your standing leg. You have to press it down into the ground from the palms all the way to the shoulders and then stop. Reverse, exhale around. So I'm trying to keep my upper body very still, and I do that by pressing down with my arms. And then hug that knee in, give it a tug, come up by pushing that leg away from you. That's going to bring you up. Now, rolling like a ball. Your rolling like a ball can start here. You can tip the pubic bone and roll back. Exhale, come forward. If you feel like you want to make it a little more challenging, you grab your shins and you roll back. You exhale. So we're going to do this a few more times. If you're feeling that there is a lumpy part, a stuck part, a part that goes back like a brick, you might want to use your legs a little and kind of swing like you're a kid on a swing. And that will hopefully open up and give your back a little more flexibility so that you can roll and articulate through the vertebra, which is the main idea of that exercise. Okay? So, bring your right knee into your chest for stomach series. We're going to extend the left leg, and you're going to lower yourself down. You're going to pause here. This leg that's reaching out, I'm going to squeeze the buttocks. I'm going to squeeze the top of my leg, and I'm going to reach it out. I'm going to grow here. The leg that I'm holding onto, I'm going to pull it towards my chest. My right hand is holding my right shin, and my left hand is holding my right knee. And I'm going to switch. Yeah, I know, I'm doing it slow because I want you to hang out there for a minute. So this leg, reach it out, give it energy. Squeeze the buttocks, tighten the whole leg. This leg that's bent in towards you, pull it tighter. Your outside hand is holding your ankle. Your opposite hand is holding your knee. And then we're going to switch. And we're going to pick up the pace. Inhale, exhale. If the arm switching is driving you crazy and you can't quite get that today, don't worry, just hold the knee. You'll get that coordination eventually. And then hug both knees in, put your head down. Okay, double leg stretch. And we're gonna hold your bottom of your shins, pick your head up. And we're gonna do version 1. Arms and legs go straight up. And then bring it back down into a little tiny ball. Arms and legs straight up. And then bring yourself into a ball. If you want to take it to the next level, we're going to take the legs out on an angle. And then come up. What I want you to notice is that I'm not changing, well, I'm trying not to change where my upper body is as my legs go low. In fact, I need you to think that your nose is attached to your knees. And so as your knees go away, you have to curl forward. Not lay down, but go with the legs. And then take everything down. Now you get to lay down. Look to the right, look to the left. Extend both legs up to the ceiling and walk up as high as you can on your right leg. Pick your head up and see if you can get a little bit higher and drop your left leg. And then you're going to pull, pull, switch, kick. Pull, pull, switch, kick. Pull, 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 pull. Keep curling forward. So I'm trying to get up to meet my leg as opposed to bringing my leg to my nose. I'm reaching to grab it. Reach. And let's do that one more time, and then rest. Bend the knees. Hug the knees into your chest. Give yourself a little stretch here. Circle to the right, and then circle to the left. Bring your hands underneath your knees and come on up to a sitting position for spine stretch forward. Your feet are going to be a little wider than your mat surface. Your arms are reaching out in front. And I want you to again think about your horizon line, eyes straight forward. That's going to help you lift and grow tall through the crown of your head. Then we take the gaze down and you bend at the spine, reaching forward. Take a deep breath, draw the abdominal wall back, and then roll yourself back, articulating vertebra by vertebra. Stacking your spine like building blocks, one on top of the other. Head drops first. Arms reach. Feet are flexed. Legs are active. Take a deep breath here. Think that the top of the head is going down between your knees. Bend your spine and then roll up, pulling the waistline in so that you can pull and lift and grow tall. Notice that I'm trying to stay seated right here on my sit bones. Drop the head forward. I'm not shifting forward. I'm just bending my spine down and forward as much as I can. And I'm drawing my waistline back like someone's grabbed me around the waist and is pulling me to the back of the room, but my arms are reaching to the front of the room. And then I'm going to roll up and lift and bring your arms down. Good. Take the arms out to the side like a T. We're going to twist. Front arm goes down to the outside of your foot, to the outside pinky toe part. Drop your head down towards your knee. Rotate. Take a deep breath. Palm goes up towards the ceiling and then come on up. Rotate, go the other way. The front arm goes down, the back arm goes up and high. I want you to feel like a seesaw. And then come up. Keep those feet flexed. Curl forward. Head is going to go down to my knee. I'm reaching with my arms, but my spine is rounding. And then I come up. And then I twist and I exhale. Reach, 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 reach. And then I come up. And I exhale. We're going to go forward and stay here a moment. Make sure your hips are staying squared, so don't twist the hip off the floor. Anchor it down and come up. And we do the other side. Go forward. No, don't let that hip come off the floor. Anchor it down. Back arm goes up and lift. Take the arms down, legs together. We're going to turn around and we're going to do a little bit of extension work laying down on the floor. So let's place hand over hand and put your forehead on the floor. Sorry, forehead on your hands. Elbows nice and wide, and you're going to fire up your legs by reaching them long, and you're going to lift the right leg and take it down. Lift the left leg and take it down. Every time you take your leg down, I want you to imagine that your leg is longer and it's reaching longer out of that hip and out towards the other end of the room. Now we're going to take the elbows up, palms up, and you're going to take the whole shape up. But keep your toes on the floor and reach your legs long, and then take that shape down. Float the elbows up, fire up your legs, reach your legs long in opposition to the extension that's happening in the upper back, and then take it down. If you're feeling this in your low back, try drawing your abdominal wall up a little bit. If you're trying to take the flesh up off the floor,
just a little bit and see if that helps elongate your low back. Let's try it one more time. Lifting, lifting, and then keep trying to draw your belly off the floor a little bit and then take it down. Let's bring your hands now underneath your shoulders. Your legs are reaching long. The crown of your head's going to lengthen forward. And you're going to lift your spine. Don't use your arms, but activate your legs. Reach your toes long along the floor, and then bring yourself down, vertebra by vertebra, piece by piece. So this is really all about articulation. So you're lengthening the crown of your head, and then you're peeling the front body to bend at the spine. Bending piece by piece. Lifting. Now, push a little bit with your arms, but not a whole lot. Just to get a little bit higher. And then use your arms to slow you down. So your arms are active on the way down more than they're active on the way up. Lengthening out. Take a deep breath. Open your chest. And then come on down. Use your arms. And then I want you to sit back into child's pose. Reach your arms forward. Stretch your back. Inhale, exhale here. And come back onto your quadruped position. Tuck your toes under. Keep your head just a little more lifted than your shoulders. Push the arms down into the floor. Make sure your elbows are, inside of your elbows are facing each other. And we're going to draw the abdominal wall up towards our spine until that ultimate moment. And then you're going to float your knees up. And you're going to pause. And you're going to hover. And then take the knees down. You want to make sure that your knees are underneath your hips and your hands are underneath your shoulders. So you might have to readjust and get a little bit more close here. Head lifts a little bit higher than your shoulders. Draw your abdominal wall up, 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 up without changing the shape of your spine. And then float the knees up. If you got this and you're feeling really strong and you're feeling really like that you can stay here for a while, you're going to shift the weight forward and you're going to shift the weight back. Just a little. It's not a big movement, but you're definitely feeling the weight transfer to the front and then back into your legs, into your arms, and then back into your legs. Come back to neutral and put the knees down. You're going to unflick your feet. And you could do that a few more times if you wanted. That gets the whole body like fired up, that inner furnace starting from your belly working. Thanks for joining class today, and I will see you next time.